Morning, students.
Good morning, ma'am.
Okay. In the last class, we were discussing about the electrostatic potential from the second chapter, that is electric potential and capacitance. Did you remember that? Did you get the idea about electrostatic potential? If it is clear for you, electrostatic potential? Yes? Okay. So we will begin with electrostatics. What do you mean by electrostatics then? Do you remember what do you mean by electrostatics? Yes, Gauri, what do you mean by
Branch of physics which deals with the study of electric charges at rest.
Yes, electrostatic means it is the branch of physics which deals the electric charges at rest. So from this term itself, it's clear that it is something stationary. Electrostatics. Statics means stationary. So it is the branch of physics which deals the study of electric charges which is at rest. And what do you mean by potential? In ninth standard, we were studied that potential is nothing, potential energy. We were discussing about potential energy in ninth standard, right? Potential energy is the energy possessed due to the position of an object. And in 10th standard, we are discussing about potential. What do you mean by potential? It is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another. The same concept that we are applying here. So in the last class, we were discussing about electrostatic potential. What do you mean by electrostatic potential? Dia, what do you mean by electrostatic potential?
It is the external work done to bring a unipositive charge from infinity to a point. Electric.
Yes, it is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a point. Where that point is present in the electric field. And here we are doing a work done, and this work done is against the electrostatic force of repulsion. Got it? I hope that you get an idea about the electrostatic potential, right? So I will share the screen now. So in the last class, we were discussing about the electrostatic potential. For that, we are considering, first of all, a point charge Q. And this charge Q is having a positive charge. And the region of space around this charge is nothing. It is our electric field. Inside this electric field, we consider a point P. And this point P is separated from this charge Q by a distance of R. Then we consider another point at infinity. At infinity, we are placing a unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb. And we say that this unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb itself cannot moving or cannot bring from infinity to this particular point P. Because according to the properties of charges, we were already studied that the like charges are repels each other. So we cannot bring this plus 1 coulomb charge to this point P. So in order to bring this plus 1 coulomb charge to this point P, here we are doing some external work. So that external work is done here to bring this plus 1 coulomb charge to this point P in the electric field against the force of repulsion is known as electrostatic potential. This is known as electrostatic potential. This is what is we are discussing in the last class. So this electrostatic potential is the work done to bring the unit positive test charge from infinity to a point P in the electric field against the force of repulsion is known as electrostatic potential. And this work done is nothing. It is stored in the form of potential energy. That is, this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. So here we have a potential energy that is V infinity. At this point P, we have another potential energy that is represented by Vp. So this difference in potential energy is given by Vp minus V infinity. It is nothing. It is the work done to bring the charge from infinity to that particular point P. So that is given by W infinity P divided by Q. That is It is the work done to bring the charge from infinity to a particular point P. So this is given by Vp minus infinity, because we have already studied the equation for potential. It is the work done to bring the charge from one point to another. Here it is electrostatic potential. So here an external work is done to bring the charge from infinity to that particular point. It is given by potential difference. And what is the charge Q here? What is the charge Q? What is the value of the charge Q here? The charge that we placed at infinity. Which charge that we are placed at infinity? It is a unit positive test charge, right? We are placing a unit positive test charge at infinity. What is its value? It is +1 coulomb, right? So what happens to this equation 1? It becomes Vp minus V infinity is equal to W infinity P, right? Because that Q is becomes 1. We are placing a unit positive test charge +1 coulomb at infinity. So our equation become Vp minus V infinity is equal to W infinity P. That is the work done here to bring the charge from infinity to the point P is nothing. It is the potential energy. It is the potential. It is the potential at that point. Okay. The work done to bring the charge from infinity to the pole, sorry, not pole. The work done to bring the charge from infinity to that point P is nothing. It is stored in the form of potential energy. It is given by Vp minus V infinity is equal to W infinity P. Okay, because here the charge placed at the infinity is +1 coulomb. And what is the nature of the electrostatic potential? Which type of physical quantity is this electrostatic potential? Is it is scalar or vector? It is a scalar quantity. It is a scalar quantity because it has only magnitude, no direction. So it is a scalar quantity. And what about the SI unit of electrostatic potential?
Volt.
Volt. The SI unit is volt. It is represented by the letter V. Okay. Now, one more point is there. In this equation for electrostatic potential, we can see it is depends only on the final point and the initial point. Here, the electrostatic potential is depends upon the final point. Final point is the point P and the initial point is at infinity. That is, it is the work done to bring the charge from infinity to the point P. So here the final point is P and the initial point is infinity. So the work done by this force or the work done here or this electrostatic potential is depends only on the final and initial point. It is independent of the path. The electrostatic potential is independent of the path. This is the another point you must be remember about the electrostatic potential. The electrostatic potential is independent of path. It is independent of path. It is depends only on the initial and the final position. It is independent of the path. It is not depend on the path. Okay. So we can prove this using the Coulomb's law, but in your textbook itself, they are pointed out that we are omitted. The derivation of the work done, which is independent of the path, is omitting. So we don't need to be studied derivation. You only note this point. The electrostatic potential is independent of path. So we are discussing about electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential is nothing. It is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point P in electric field against the force of repulsion. Okay, this work done is stored in the form of potential energy. So it is given by Vp minus V infinity is equal to W infinity P divided by Q. And here the Q is the charge that is placed at the infinity, which is given by +1 coulomb. Here the Q is equal to +1 coulomb. So substituting this value of +1 coulomb, our equation become Vp minus V infinity is equal to W infinity P. Okay. And from this equation, it is clear that the electrostatic potential is depends only on the final point and final position and that of the initial position. It is only depends upon the final and initial positions, and it is independent of the path. It is not depends upon the entire path. Okay, so these are the points you must remember about electrostatic potential. It is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is volt. Okay. Now we can see what do you mean by electric potential difference. What do you mean by electric potential difference? So the next topic that we are going today is electric potential difference. Electric potential difference. In order to explain this electric potential difference, once again, I consider the same charge Q with they having a positive sign, the charge Q with a positive sign. The region of space around this charge Q is nothing. We can call it as electric field. And inside this electric field, we are considering a point P. So now instead of point P, we know that this charge Q is positive in nature. And what about the electric field lines from this charge? What about the electric field lines from this charge? Is it is radially inwards or outwards?
Outward.
Yes, very good. Here the electric field lines are radially outwards. Okay. So initially we are considering a charge with a positive charge, and the region of space around this charge plus Q is electric field. So the electric field lines are radially outwards. Now we can consider any 2 points in this electric field. Suppose I consider 2 points in this electric field. One is point A and other is point B. On this electric field, I consider 2 points A and B. Okay. Now, what is the potential at the point A? What will be the potential at the point A? It is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to the point A is stored in the form of potential energy. So the potential energy at the point A is given as VA. Similarly, can you say what is the potential at B? It is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to this point B, and it is given by VB. So we are considering a charge plus Q charge. The region of space around this plus Q charge is electric field, and hence it is positively charged. The electric field lines are radially outwards. And on this electric field line, we are considering 2 points, A and B. They having the potential energies VA and VB respectively. How we get this potential energy? We are considering a unit positive test charge is moving from infinity to a particular point A. And this work done to bring a unit positive charge from +1 Coulomb to A is taken as potential energy stored at that point. It is represented by VA. And another unit positive test charge +1 Coulomb is moving from infinity to infinity to B. That point is nothing. That work done is nothing. It is stored in the form of potential energy. It is represented by VB. Then what is the potential energy difference here? What is the potential energy difference? It is given by VB minus VA. The potential energy between these 2 points is given by VB minus VA. Then what is the potential energy difference between these 2 points? It is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from B to A. So it is nothing. It is the work done to bring a charge from B to A. So that is given by WB minus WA, or you can write that is equal to WBA. Okay, this is what is known as the electric potential difference. So what is electric potential difference? Electric potential difference is the work done to bring a unit charge from one point to another point. So you don't need to be confused with these two terms, electrostatic potential and electric potential difference. In the case of electrostatic potential, it is the work done to bring a unit positive charge from infinity to a particular point in the electric field lines. And what do you mean by electric potential difference? Electric potential difference is the work done to bring the charge from one point to another point. It is not from infinity. It is the potential difference between 2 points, not between the infinity and that point. In the case of electrostatic potential, it is the potential energy difference between infinity and that of a particular point. Here, electric potential difference, it is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another point. I will show you a slide. Okay. So in this slide, it is given the definition for electric potential or electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. What is electrostatic potential? We are studying in electrostatic potential. It is the work done by moving a charged particle from infinity to other point is equal to the electrostatic potential. This is the definition for electrostatic potential. Now we are studying what do you mean by potential difference. So in this slide, you can see the definition for both electrostatic potential and potential difference. So instead of electrostatic potential, they simply write electric potential. You must write it electrostatic potential. Electrostatic potential. What is electrostatic potential? It is the work done in moving a unit charge from infinity to a point. That is from infinity to a point if the charge is moving or the work is done to move the charge from infinity to a point. That is known as electrostatic potential. And what do you mean by potential difference? It is the difference between the potential at 2 points. It is the difference between the potential at 2 points. That is, it is the work done to bring the charge from one point to another, not from infinity. It is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another. This is what is known as electric potential difference. Do you got it? Clear? What is the difference between them? This is the definition. The electric potential at a point, an electric field is defined as the work done in moving a unit positive charge from infinity to that point. Whereas electric potential difference means this is a difference in electric potential between the 2 points is known as potential difference of that 2 points. Clear? And what is the speciality of this electrostatic potential? It is independent of the path. It is depends only on the initial and final position. It is independent of path, and both of them are scalar quantities. Electrostatic potential is a scalar quantity and its unit is volt. Okay. Okay. Now we are going to study the next topic. I hope it is clear for you, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any doubt?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Now we can move to the next topic, that is potential due to a point charge. The next topic is potential due to a point charge. Potential due to a point charge. In order to explain this, once again, I consider the same figure, the same conditions. Here I place a charge Q. The same conditions we are considering here. We are considering a plus Q charge. And the region of space around this charge Q is the electric field. I consider a point P inside this electric field. The distance between this charge Q and that of the P is given by R. Now I consider one more point at infinity and I place a unit positive test charge at infinity, that is plus 1 coulomb. Okay. Now we are already studied that, or we are already discussed that we cannot bring this plus 1 coulomb charge simply to this point P. We cannot bring this unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb from infinity to point P. So for that, what we are going to do here is that we are dividing this, and for that we are doing an external work done, right? Here we are doing some external work to bring this unit positive charge plus 1 coulomb to that of the point P. So we can start with the writing the equation for calculating the work done. What is the equation for calculating the work done? Here we need to do some kind of work in order to take the plus 1 coulomb charge to this point P. For that we are doing some external work. What is the equation for calculating the work?
To displacement.
Yes, it's right. The work done is equal to force into displacement, right? F dot D. The work done is equal to force into displacement. That we are already discussed in the plus 1 standard. That is, the work is said to be done. A force must be applied on an object and the object must be displaced from its original position. Then only we can say the work is said to be done, right? For example, if I used to push the wall, did I do any kind of work here? If I push the wall, is there any kind of work I am doing here? Yes or no? If I am do an external force is applied and I am just trying to push the wall, did any kind of work I am doing here?
No.
No. Why? I am doing any kind of work. I am applying the force, but did the wall is displaced from its position? No. So that's why we can say the work is said to be not done here. So a work is said to be done if a force is applied and that object must be displaced from its position. Okay. So here we are writing the expression or equation for calculating the work. Here we are placing a unit positive test charge at plus 1 coulomb at infinity. We want to move this plus 1 coulomb to this point P. In order for that, we are doing an external work. And the equation for calculating the work is nothing. W is equal to F dot D. Both force and displacement are vector quantity. So put the vector notation. Okay. So W is equal to F dot D. And what is the vector dot product? Vector A dot vector B. What is vector dot A dot vector B is equal to AB? Yes, it is AB cos theta. So similarly, here we have another two vectors, vector F dot vector D. So what maybe it becomes? W is equal to FD cos theta, right? W is equal to FD cos theta. Now we are already say that it is impossible to bring the charge from plus 1 coulomb to P very simply. So what I am doing here, I am just divide this entire path into small cross section. I am going to divide this entire path into small cross section. Okay, I am divide this entire path into small cross section. Each of them have a displacement of or length of dr. Each of them have a length of dr. So in order to bring the plus 1 coulomb charge from infinity to this point P is not simply possible. So for that, I am dividing this entire path into small cross section, each of them having the length of dr. This one is dr, this one is also dr. So what is the work done here? Work done to moving a small distance is given by dw. dw is equal to f dr cos theta. So instead of this entire displacement d, we consider a small distance. So it becomes f dr cos theta. Right? Now what about theta? What do you mean by theta? Theta is the angle. What is the angle between them? Theta is the angle between this force and the displacement. Theta is the angle between force and displacement. So we want to find out the value for this angle. Consider the force. What is the direction of the force here? Is it an attractive force or repulsive force present? What kind of force is present here? Is it attractive or repulsive in nature?
Repulsive.
It is repulsive. So the direction of the force is along this direction, right? because this positive Q charge is repelled this unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb that is situated at infinity. So the direction of the force is here. But what about the direction of dr? The charge is try to move from plus 1 coulomb that is from infinity to this point P. So the direction of the displacement is along this direction, right? What about their directions? The direction between the force and that of the displacement, both of them are in the same direction or in the opposite direction? Here the force is repulsive in nature, so the force is acting in this direction, but the charge is trying to move from infinity to this point P. So the direction of the charge is along this direction. So they are opposite or along the same direction. They are opposite in nature, right? The force and the displacement are opposite in nature. So here, the direction of the force and that of the displacement is just opposite. So the angle between them, theta is equal to 180 degree, right? Then dW, the equation dW is equal to FDR cos 180. dW is equal to FDR cos 180. What is the value of cos 180? Cos 180 degree. Yes. Cos 180 is equal to, what is cos 180?
-1.
Very good. Cos 180 equal to -1. So substitute this value. The equation becomes dW is equal to FDR into -1. So it becomes dW is equal to minus FDR, right? dW is equal to FDR into cos 180. Cos 180 is -1. So dW is equal to minus FDR. Now, we want to calculate the total work done. So in order to get the total work done, we are integrating this equation. Integrating. So by integrating, we get the total work done. Integral dW is equal to minus of integral FDR. Integral dW is equal to minus of integral FDR. And what is the integral of derivative of a function? The integral of derivative of W. The integral, yes, very good. The integral of derivative of dW is the W itself. So we get the total work done. We get the expression for W. So it becomes W is equal to minus of integral FDR. Now the integral is varies from where to where. Here we are going to move the charge from infinity to this point Q. Okay, infinity to a particular point Q. So what is the distance or variation between them? Infinity to R. So it is varies from infinity to R, FDR. Okay. So here we want to change the point from +1 to this charge Q. So it is given by W is equal to minus into integral infinity to R F dr. And this work done is stored in the form of what form of energy? Is it kinetic energy or potential energy? The work,
Potential.
yes, here the work done is nothing. This work done is stored in the form of potential energy V. So instead of writing this W, we can write W here because the work done to bring a charge from infinity to a particular point is stored in the form of potential energy. So this term W is replaced by V because W is equal to the potential energy V. V is equal to minus of integral infinity to R F dr. Okay. Now we are studying a relationship between the force and that of the electric field, right? What is the relationship between this force and electric field? F is equal to, can you recall? Yes, very good. F is equal to QE, where F is the force, Q is the charge, and E is the electric field. And what is the charge here? What is the charge? What is the value of charge Q? What value of the charge we wanted to transfer from infinity to that
+1
particular
coulomb.
point? Yes, it is +1 coulomb. Very good. So here the Q is equal to +1 coulomb, right? Then what happens to F? F is equal to 1 into E, that is equal to E. Or we can write F is equal to E. F equal to E. Okay. So instead of writing F here, we can write E because according to the relationship between F and E, we already studied that F is equal to QE, where Q is the charge and here the charge is nothing. It is the unit positive test charge, that is +1 coulomb. So Q is equal to +1 coulomb. By substituting this value, we get F is equal to E. So our equation becomes V is equal to minus of integral infinity to R E dr. The F is replaced by E. Okay. So this is the expression for calculating the potential. V is equal to minus of integral infinity to R E dr. This is the equation or the expression for calculating the potential at a point. But what is the value of the electric field E? What is the value of electric field E? What is the value of electric field E? E is equal to, we are studying one equation for calculating the electric field. What is E?
1 by 4 pi
Yes.
epsilon.
1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R
R
square,
square.
right? So we can substitute this value of E here. E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R square. So our equation becomes V is equal to minus of integral infinity to R. Instead of E, we substituting the value of E. That is E is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R square. Substitute that value, we get 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q divided by R square into dr. Okay, now we can do the integration. So it becomes V is equal to minus of, here Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant. So take it outside. V is equal to minus Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 is a constant. Take it outside. And what is integral? Integral infinity to R 1 by R square. 1 by R square. 1 by R square dr. Okay. Now, what is 1 by R square? We can write 1 by R square as R raised to minus 2, right? 1 by R square is equal to, here 1 by R square can be written as r raised to negative 2. So this expression is becomes v is equal to minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 integral infinity to r raised to minus 2 dr. So v is equal to minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 integral infinity to r raised to minus 2 dr. Right? Then what is integral x raised to n? Integral x raised to n. What is integral x raised to n? The formula that you are already studied in mathematics. Integral of the x raised to n equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, right? What is integral x raised to n? Integral x raised to n is equal to x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. So substituting here, just like that, instead of x raised to n, here we have r raised to minus 2. So what happens of integral r raised to minus 2? Integral r raised to minus 2 become r raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. Okay. So we can integrate this function. It becomes v is equal to minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 integral of infinity to r raised to minus 2 is given by r raised to minus 2 plus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1, and the integral is varies from, apply the upper limit and lower limit, it becomes infinity to r. That is v is equal to minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Now we can apply the values, this upper limit and lower limit. Before that,
Ma'am,
yes.
dr.
After the integration, that dr is cancels, right? Integral x raised to n dx, that you are studying, that x raised to n plus 1 divided by n plus 1, right?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So that dr is cancels after we are doing the integration here. So it becomes minus q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r raised to minus 2 plus 1. It becomes r raised to minus 1 divided by minus 2 plus 1. It becomes minus 1 from infinity to r, right? Okay. And here this minus and this minus cancels each other. So what we get? V is equal to, then we get V is equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r raised to minus 1 from infinity to r. R raised to minus 1 divided by 1 is 1. R raised to minus 1. Okay. Again, what is r raised to minus 1? R raised to minus 1 is nothing. It is 1 by r. Okay. So we can write V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r. Instead of writing r raised to negative 1, we are writing it as in the form of 1 by r. It is varies from infinity to r. Now we can give the upper limit and lower limit. So it becomes V is equal to Q by 4 pi epsilon 0 1 by r. Here r itself minus the lower limit 1 by infinity. 1 by r minus 1 by infinity. But 1 by infinity is equal to 0. The potential at infinity is equal to 0. That is 1 by infinity is equal to 0. So this entire term is cancels. It becomes equal to 0. So what is our equation becomes? V is equal to Q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 into 1 by R. Or we can write B is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. This is the expression for potential due to a point charge. This is the expression for potential due to a point charge. V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R, where V is the potential and Q is the charge. R is the distance of separation between the charges, and epsilon 0 is the epsilon 0 is the permittivity of the free space. Epsilon 0 is the permittivity of the free space. Is this clear for you? Is this derivation? Yes? Do you have any doubt? All of you,
Ma'am,
yes, yes, Naureen.
R.
Yes?
Ma'am, the charge is moved from infinity to P, right? So the how the distance of separation is R.
Not from infinity to point. We are considering infinity to this plus Q. Plus Q. Okay. Here we are wanted to not P. We wanted to transfer this charge from plus 1 coulomb to this point Q. Okay. In the initial case, when we are defining about the electrostatic potential, we are transferring this charge from plus 1 coulomb to that of the point P. Here we are wanted to transfer this charge from plus 1 coulomb, that is from infinity to this plus Q.
So the total distance is R.
Yes. Clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Is there any doubt in the derivation steps? Anyone? All of you, please switch on your videos. So here we are considering a charge Q with a positive charge. The region of space around this charge is the electric field. Inside this electric field, we are considering a point P, and the distance of separation between them is R. Then we are considering another point that is at infinity. At infinity, we are placing a unit positive test charge plus 1 coulomb. Then here the plus 1 coulomb cannot be transferred itself simply from infinity to this point Q, because both of them are like charges. According to the property of charges, these like charges are repels each other. So we have to apply some external force. So the work done to bring the charge from infinity to this point Q is nothing. It is the potential energy. And the expression for calculating this work done is given by W is equal to F into D, F dot D. That is force into displacement. Both of them are vector quantities. We are using the vector notation. Or W is equal to FD cos theta. And the potential, the work done to bring the charge from unit positive charge from one point to another point is nothing. It is stored in the form of potential energy. That is W is equal to V. So instead of writing the W, we are writing V. V is equal to FD cos theta. And to take the charge from this infinity to this point Q, we are dividing this entire path into small cross section, each of them having the length dr. So our equation is changes. V is equal to FDR cos theta. FDR cos theta, where theta is the angle between the force and that of the displacement. Okay. And when we are considering this direction of the force and that of the displacement, both of them are in the opposite direction. So from that, we are conclude the theta is equal to 180 degree. So the V becomes equal to FDR cos 180. And what is the value of cos 180? It is -1. So V is equal to minus FDR. So in order to obtain this, here we have dW. Instead of this, I am writing V. We are integrating the function, then we get V is equal to integral of minus FDR. We are applying the distance is varies from infinity to R. Then by using the sufficient rearrangement and substituting the values of E and all, finally we get V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. Okay. The expression for potential energy is nothing. Electrostatic potential is this. V is equal to minus of integral EdR. To this equation, we are substituting the value of E. That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R square. And through this rearrangement, we get the expression for potential energy, the potential due to a point charge. That is V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 Q by R. If it is clear? Okay, I hope it is clear for you. So today we are discussing about electrostatic potential and the definition for electrostatic potential and what is the difference between electrostatic potential and electric potential difference. In the case of electrostatic potential, it is the work done to bring the charge from infinity to a particular point P in the electric field against the electrostatic force of repulsion. And what is the electric potential difference? It is the work done to bring a charge from one point to another point. It is not from infinity. It is from one point to another point. In electrostatic potential, it is a scalar quantity and its SI unit is volt. Electrostatic potential is independent of the path. We don't need to study the derivation here. It is already omitted. So the electrostatic potential is independent of the path. It depends only upon the final position and that of the initial position. And now we are discussing about the field due to a point, the potential due to a point charge, not field. It is the potential due to a point charge. I hope it's clear for you, right? So the electric potential due to the electric dipole, we can discuss in the next class. So we can wind up this session. Thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.